Things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. And there's a reason why we don't entertain this guy. Because I told you he's a waste of time. We showed you yesterday where this individual went in and made multiple lies to commit fraud on PayPal. Not only that, shipping out items to us where he was committing mail fraud twice, multiple canceled orders, you name it, this guy is known for doing it. Products matching, house paint, everything. So, this is supposed to be the product that makes our product right here. I'm going to make your ingredients and post it against my product. I told you I'm going to come back and do a review and give you a long enough rope to hang yourself. So we're going to go through your videos. I'm going to waste a little time today and go through your videos. Now, you got a package there. I think you're showing from, you're giving to Partay. What we don't care at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you guys do nothing but dirty stuff all day long. So any reviews you do are automatically tainted. But let's go through and see what you've got so far compared to the beta tester that's coming up soon. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, let's see. Which mix is better? Well, one thing, our product doesn't match. See, this is a part, Jamie, you're not getting. You matched Network Grade 773, and you tried to remove the videos and got caught. On top of that, stacks of canceled orders, stacks of freaking fake claims on committing fraud against PayPal, of trying to get around the situation of not doing the review. So you keep forgetting that. We don't match Network Grade 773, and we didn't remove videos at the end of the day trying to hide evidence, but you did. But let's go in and take a look and see what we got here. And this is the same individual who got caught in a live stream removing videos. Now, let me see where our product is supposed to be. Nope, guess I'm talking a lot of trash. So let me get this straight. This is supposed to be our product right here. That's the Network Grade. That's the 2.0. Are you kidding me? Still doing the same dumb stuff. Man, nothing changes with you. You still continue to do the same dumb stuff. Nothing changes. We knew you were going to come in and do something dirty, and you always do something dirty. You know that product's tested, right? Its test demonstrations are posted to the website. So any customer can come in and see the live 3-hour test demonstration under that product. And again, your product matched Network Grade 773. That product doesn't match Network Grade 773. That product actually produces a white level high enough to actually blend into Network Grade 773, including the 9 certified screens that it laid against when it did its test demonstration. But for some reason, in your environment and in your environment only, this is how the screen pulls up. We knew you were doing something, going to do something dirty. So I gave him enough time to hang himself. So this is what you claim to be. And mind you, look how dark the environment is. I told you, always doing demonstrations in fake environments. You see how dark his environment is? His environment is so dark, you can literally see the light pushing out from around the screen, showing you that he's sitting in a dark environment the entire time. He has to, and I'll tell you why. Because if Crow doesn't sit in a dark environment, his screen washes out automatically. So he can't maintain a proper image. See what I mean, my man? Automatically from the door, you're just telling on yourself. You cannot produce images in fully lit environments. This is why your customers sit in the dark all day. And if you're claiming that is how a 2.0 next to a Cinemax comes out, a Cinemax matches Network Grade 773. Our product doesn't. So let's go through. This is supposed to be how dark our product is supposed to be coming up. Same scenario, same nonsense you've been doing since day one for the 38s and all the other products that we make. What video is this so we can actually repeat your video? Let's see what we have here. I'm going to go back here and figure out what we have here. It's a TLC video. We're going to repeat your actual video downstairs with the Network Grade that actually is the same product as yours. Oh, beta testers videos came out fantastic, and they're in a fully lit environment, far brighter than crows. So yeah, it's gonna look pretty bad for you. And it shows you at the end of the day how desperate and how afraid he is of the 2.0 because your product doesn't work. You keep forgetting that product that you have laying on the wall matched the house paint. And not only did it match the house paint, you tried to remove the videos off YouTube to try to hide the evidence. But let's show you. I waste time out of my day for this dumb nonsense. I got to think to this very busy person. Now, Jamie, I kind of warn you when you do stuff like this, there's going to be consequences, did I not? We're going to have you canceling out every day for a solid year, which means I'll be making purchases on your site to watch you give me back my money for one solid year. I'm going to accumulate maybe about $5,000 worth of returns. Because again, your product doesn't work. Everything we have down here is tested. So I know for a fact that my customers who buy my products watch the batch numbers, which you have on the side of your container, and remind you, out of your container, you have the exact same product as Hector. So Hector's demonstration should come up and look exactly like yours. So I figured you'd probably try to make it look like it was dark and like the image wouldn't pull up at all. And this is the max out zone. This is an area that we use that has a ton of ambient light. But like I said, coming from you, you do some of the sneakiest, most dirtiest stuff that you could possibly think of. And the reason why, because you're intimidated by the 2.0 because it's better than your product. Now, if the 2.0 was supposed to be what you said it is, and you could beat it, you wouldn't have any problem completing the challenges under the test demonstrations under the product, would you? But you haven't done any of them yet. Because you can't. Because you're too busy faking. People start faking your demonstrations to make it look like everybody's product is supposed to come out this way and yours doesn't. So you're just going to excuse the fact that your product matched a house paint and you deleted your videos. That never happened. Okey-doke. Do the same thing we did in the batch number. This is why I explained to you that these are the kind of actions that you take, that when I bring you to court, you're going to have to prove to those lawyers and that judge that that's how our product came out looking. If not, buddy, that's a $250,000 lawsuit, maybe a little more than that. Then you're going to have to pay to Mr. Bird. And like I said, I try to give you mercy, but you wouldn't take it. I'm going to execute liquidation of judgment right there on the spot, which means I will have them right after we get them from court, probably about a day later or something before they get the paperwork, maybe 2 days. They're going to go ahead, you're going to see a truck park up to your house, and they're going to knock on your door and start removing stuff from your house, because you have to pay me something from the door. Garnish your income taxes, banking account, all that stuff. What are we going to use? We'll use this because we still have to finish testing the rest of the gunmetal. We're going to use, we got a little bit left over from our orders. Let me see which one's that is. I think it's this one over here. No, we got some of the container, don't we? We got enough over in here. Oh, and by the way, we don't put white paint in our screen paint. You do. That's a whole black and white mixture. This is how we know you make your product out of black and white paint, because you keep adding in white paint every time you call yourself making one of our products, which means that's how you make your products, because that's the first thing that comes to mind. Oh my goodness, you're not smart at all. I would think you would have an ounce of intelligence in there somewhere, but you don't even have that. That's why he keeps, every time, for any screen paint, we notice he calls himself making, he always adds in white paint, because that's what he adds to his product, white paint. All right, I'm going to paint one down, throw it up there, put white sheets as we did in the batch demonstration, as we did in the test demonstration. Because anytime we test a product, we have to show off the white levels, because the customer needs to see how the white levels are going to pull up. We do it in every single test demonstration. Now, when I get done doing this test, this will be a challenge for you to complete the test on your Cinemax. You see the environment that I'm sitting in right now? We're not sitting in the dark. Didn't I tell you when he was going to do the review, he's going to be sitting in the dark? I told you that. Sitting in a room with lights flashing around his screen. No, Jamie. Do you see the environment we're sitting in? This is what the 2.0 was sitting in. This is what you have to sit in. The tester is in an environment far brighter than yours. The reason why he's in that dark environment is because his screen can't pull. But you said that the 2.0 comes up so dark you can't see it, right? Same claim you do with all the other products that we make. All right, let's get a stand in here for this. We won't be using a 4K projector, 720p. Now, of course, nobody has to put out the ingredients for your product because, again, we'll post the videos of Jamie's network grade fiasco. So you can see that also, too, of your product matching a shelf paint. And then we'll post one of them removing the videos, trying to hide the evidence. Keys. Jamie, as you can see, I have customers I have to attend to. And the reason why I didn't respond back to your review, because I automatically knew that you were going to do something shysty and stupid. You have never done a fair review, ever. Not ever. And I knew that I wanted to waste time out of my day. I was supposed to be up because I got 2 screens I have to coat today. I got my screen I got to cut and fix and size to deliver to the screen upstairs. And I got some other projects I'm working on. Now, Jamie, because I had to take time out of my day, and for individuals who we take the time out to do test demonstrations and batch numbers, all that time I put into testing to make sure a product works correctly. We have individuals who don't even do this at the end of the day. We're in these stuck environments with high-end projectors, product matching house paint, can't back up their products. This is the reason why we may be going full corporate. And we go full corporate, which means we deal with corporations and companies only, which means we'll get bonded contracts, which means we'll be able to, it's none of this nonsense that pops up in contracts. None of it. 2 things happen. We work it out the table or we go to court. That's how anything that happens. And most of the time it's work at the table because at the end of the day, no one wants to sit in court and lose money. The other thing is the fact that when I put this out, we know what kind of person you are. You're known for doing dirty stuff. You don't do anything by the book. Everything you do is crooked. Alone from just trying to have you process the order, we went through multiple PayPal complaints from you of you thinking of every lie you could possibly think of to try and not do it or try to get a cancellation. That already was a red flag for me. So I got to take time out of my busy schedule to deal with this dumb nonsense. This is why in a few months I'm filing the class action lawsuit. I decided to push it ahead a little faster to get you out of the way. You're a headache. You need to be taken care of quickly. And that's my wake-up call for me. So as I said before, I tried to back down on this lawsuit because I felt sorry for your family, but I have no mercy for them either. I'm sorry, but that's how it's going to be. This is business now. So whatever comes your way, you got to deal with it. And this video is going to be another perfect piece of evidence we're going to use in court as you take in our products and slander, because this is something you purchased. You actually purchased. You have a receipt. You have a document that you purchased this item. So now that you have that, even more so, you're going to have to show even more proof that that product came out like this, as you said in your video. And since you did use your accounts to pay for it, we have proof of evidence that you did make this transaction and you falsely went behind our back and tampered with this product or tried to make this product like something that it's not, with a batch number attached to it. Do you know how bad that's going to be for you? I can use that alone to file a lawsuit and sue you. But again, as I said before, your problem, not mine. So let's go out and get the whatchamacallit. Let's do this again. Let's take some time out of Mr. Bird's busy schedule to show you something that we've done over and over again. And we'll do this in the environment that he's not in. Unbelievable. I can be basically taking my technology that has beat Black Diamond screens, that has beat most of the high-end certified screens on the market. I could be getting thousands and thousands of dollars for my technology. But I decide to make my technology affordable for everybody. That's going to be changing soon, sooner than y'all think. We need to be in a different class. We definitely need to be in a different class. We're dealing with these pond dwellers at the end of the day. My goodness. I could give you challenges on this today and you couldn't complete any of them, which we are. I want to give you 5 challenges on this technology today. One of them will be outside with the contrast level. Now I know the only people, our customers support our technology. We do appreciate that. We love you for that. The only people who support that nonsense is his people. And again, if his people are dumb enough to buy a product that watch the man match the house paint and then try to delete the videos, that shows you the intelligent level of how far they go. Yeah. Let's but you claim that you're giving the product away for free. Dude, let me explain something to you at the end of the day. You know where my main bulk of my money comes from? That black technology. I sell about 5 or 6 of those a day at somewhere between $300 and $400 a pop. All right? I got companies that come in and they'll buy 15 gallons of that stuff. I got 3 contracts coming up already with the exotic technology that hasn't even been launched yet. So that paint is being funded by that black technology. That's what pays for that technology. It's $38 because, again, as I said before, no screen paint basic starting off at 1/4, whatever it may be, should be over 50 bucks, and it shouldn't be at all, period. It should be under 50 bucks. Anytime you raise it over 50 bucks, you're going to get something like 3 of them at the same time or 4 of them at the same time. You'll see it on when you go to eBay. You'll see people set up that way. They'll have one under 50 bucks and then they'll have 3 like $80 or $70 or something like that. Jamie is the only person on there who's got paint going in at $90 for 32 quarts, and he's got all the demonstrations sitting in the dark with a high-end projector. You're not even matching my environment, but that's how dark our product's supposed to come out. So what we're going to do in this live demonstration, as we did in all test demonstrations, we're going to paint it to the surface, put the surface here, have it in a max out environment. We could drop it at 1,000 lumens if you want. We can keep it at 4,000. It really doesn't make a difference. We're going to put white sheets of paper up against it, as we did in the test demonstrations, and show you the screen's white levels. But you claim, and I'm going to repeat the same video you just did upstairs. So from now on, you want to play with a 2.0? No problem. Every video demonstration that you do under the Cinemax will repeat it on a 2.0, but in a much brighter environment, asking you to match it without using 4K. That comes from a person who's timid and scared. I don't lose any money on a $38 product. You understand me? That's what I'm trying to get to. We bought this out to make it better for the customer to have something, a better choice than dealing with an overpriced product from you guys. Partey, yeah, I don't even know why you're including him. This man can't even keep his website open at the end of the day. It's shut most of the time. And again, this is another person who has another $700 worth of orders. I'm sorry, $700 worth of refunds. Mike, so that's what his name is. We know what you're talking about. We know who Mike is already. Solid Wake 5. Now where's my here it is. All the people that you are sending the product to, at the end of the day, let me explain something to you. Solid Wake 5 got caught with fake receipts. So his credibility and what he says diminished. He got caught with fake receipts trying to basically claim that our product was something that he said it was, but he got caught, removed all his demonstrations, so he's out. Partey gave us back all our money, shut down his website at one point, his marketplace, because he wanted to place any more orders from us, and now is afraid to open up his website. As you can see, it's still closed. So yeah, all the people you're sending it to is really going to disrupt my business. Now, if that was something like Screen Innovation, some big company or something like that, somebody has some weight to them, it still wouldn't bother me. So I'm going to paint this in, get this done, and then after that I got to take care of my customers, as I always do. So as for my customers who have been very patient and have been waiting, I thank you so much and I appreciate you. I'm going to take this, knock this out of the way, going to move on, go outside and get you guys taken care of. Because Crow, unlike you, I work. Oh, man. Oh, I forgot to add too. How come the Network Gray 773 wasn't added in any of your test demonstrations next to the product? I noticed that. No Network Gray at all, anywhere in any of the videos. Why? Oh, because your product matches Network Gray 773. That's why you didn't put it in there. Well, pretty much you did do Network Gray 773 in your video. The Cinemax, you actually did. The Cinemax is Network Gray 773 because it does match. If it didn't, you wouldn't have the video. You had the videos posted to the site, which you don't have on the site. Now, for those you don't know, I'm trying to squeeze this roller. I can't find any of my rags in here, literally. Got multiple rags in here I use for Cleaning my rollers when I wash them. And I can't find them. And no, I'm not suing you because, man, I'm busy, man, and I don't have time to come through this dumb nonsense every single time for the dumb stuff that you do on a day-to-day basis. My goodness. And so you don't learn anything. It's like when you sat there and ran your mouth about how the 38 is supposed to come so dark, and the tester comes in and shows it on 1,000 projector in a fully lit environment. Okay. Still haven't got my receipt yet. Still waiting for that. So there we go. This is the product right here. Got some of this in the containers that we pour out for our customers. This is some of it coming out of the back, which we don't have anything left now because we sold out. That's gone. What the heck is this going in there? Now, one of the frames you didn't notice about the product, it has an interesting color attached to it. It's not actually gray. It has a funny color attached to it. You do with everything. Because it keeps people from cutting down on doing something that they shouldn't do. Now, let me show you. What do you call it, damage control? No, I don't think so. But let's show you. Paint thin. I think we're going to need a little bit more. We got some in the containers over here. There you go. Actually, enough to do it. Now, the difference between me and you, Jamie, is the fact that, number one, I ship the product to your front door, no problem whatsoever. Number two, instead of me coming on and getting upset and making a bunch of memes and carrying on and acting up like you do, I'm coming back my product up, which is something you don't do in your demonstrations. In part A, this is how you paint a screen. So these people have to, as hard as they can, try to debunk this product. This product is a serious threat to them. It's a $38 screen paint. Yeah, it's going to cut into them pretty bad. And they're terrified of it. So, that's the screen right there painted in. Same as we did in the batch number. That's the whole purpose of a batch number. All right, we're done there. Part A, that's how it's done. We're done already. Now notice, Jamie, look at my environment. You will see we're using a lot of light. So like you have in the environment, this is what we use when we test. Go. I want you to look at something, Jamie, very carefully. You see my demonstration? You see how bright my environment is right now? Compared to that dark cave you keep recording in. This is how you do a demonstration. When the tester does his demonstrations, he's going to be in a full lit environment. Why are you sitting in the dark anyway? You got to stop doing those demonstrations. If you're going to be doing demonstrations like that, at least come outside with vampire teeth and a cape. I mean, play the role. I'm sorry, people, but it's true. I mean, come on. The environments are too dark. We all know it. All right, we're done with this. Finished. Let's go grab ourselves a fan. Now, keep in mind, as I said before, the screen paint has an odd color attached to it. So, again, and you keep adding white. We don't use white in our paint. There's a reason why we don't use white in our paint. It's the last thing you ever want to put into a screen paint is white paint. But you keep adding this in every demonstration because people are going to go by habit. And this is what you use to make your product. This is why when we made your product with the black and white paint, it matched. Now, if you notice, Jamie, when someone challenges my work, I come back it up. When I challenge yours, you come back and you slam us. You don't go in and back your work up. Like that whole network grade fiasco, instead of you going in and saying, hey, look, this is a test, blah, blah, blah. No, you went in and you basically slammed us because, again, you can't match network grade. Now, today, not only am I going to put network grade up there, but I'm going to put the certified screens, white sheets of paper, everything we usually like to do. It's going to be a long demonstration, so buckle up. Because usually when you do test demonstrations, they're that long anyway. No. Oh, we'll take the time out to get it done. My certified's down here. This is going to be quite embarrassing for you. So I knew. That's why I said I was taking my time, working on a few things, getting some things done, working on some artwork for the upstairs. We don't take him seriously because he's known for doing dirty stuff. He has a history of doing dirty stuff. There's even a YouTuber who called him out and called him a disrespectful and something disrespectful crow. I think somebody called him at the end of the day, and I'll post his review because Crow went out and got a screen and did the company wrong and tried to make it look like the company's screen was garbage when it really wasn't garbage. I had it here. I had one of them here. It's actually a pretty good screen. If you're talking about a screen basically for pulling a high white level, it's a really good screen. Matter of fact, I need to order that too. We didn't do the test on that one either. But anyway, it's a really good screen. But what he did was he did the opposite side of the screen, which would have made the screen come up darker. That's what he did. And the guy called him out on it. Sat there and said in the video that this individual will do anything he possibly can to try to make his product look better than somebody else's. You got fire sticks down here? Nope, let's go grab some fire sticks. bugs me? I'll tell you what bugs me. It bugs me that I got to take time out of my very busy schedule to address something that I did already. This is what the tests are for. This is why we do the tests. So that way, we can back up the product. This is why Mr. Bird takes the time to do batch numbers. So basically, he can guarantee his customer that the product works. But no, we have idiots at the end of the day that don't understand or respect the item of a batch number, and will go and do the dumbest things you could possibly think of to say, hey, look, this is how the product reacted. So I guess me and the other person and Hector and all of us, our products must be fake and yours must be the real deal. All right, okay, house paint. Yeah. But what you're telling me at the end of the day, when you act and do stuff like this, it tells me at the end of the day how threatened you are of the product. I couldn't care less who you send it through. It has a batch number attached to it. That's just more people that file lawsuits against for basically falsifying my products. That's all. But what I'm bothered about is I'm busy. I got so much stuff to do today, it's not even funny. And I got to turn around and waste time to do something that I just already did already? Are you kidding me? But no problem. We back everything up. But because of this, remember, anytime that I got to take time out of my day, there is going to be consequences for you, which means now you're going to have challenges. Every test, every demonstration you do, we're going to repeat it in this environment right here, showing you not only can the technology is fully ambient light projection, but we can do the same video you just did on a cheaper projector in a fully lit environment. Hey, we may do a couple outside. Next to certified screens on top of that. I really don't put a lot of advertising on this, but if you want me to put my devoted attention into advertising this technology next to yours, not a problem. As a matter of fact, I'll even place an order today for your product and watch you cancel out. Put the money back into my account because you're afraid of the 2.0. I'm going to place one today. Now, there should be no excuses at all because, again, we sent it to your front door, certified, signed, right? So if you cancel out on this order, money goes back to my account. Anything that pops up, even a product coming here not looking what it's supposed to look like, I've already Monday morning will be filing fraud charges against you with the United States government for committing fraud. That's up to 5 years in jail if you're actually convicted. So don't mess up. Don't give me more evidence. I'm already filing already. Don't give me more on top of what I'm already filed on the report. So I'm going to place an order for the Cinemax today. You cancel my order, it automatically shows from the door that you're afraid, that you don't want to go against the product, and you're faking your demonstration, which we know you faked your demonstration anyway. If you put up some kind of Karen excuse, I don't deal with scammers, we don't want to hear that crap at the end of the day. We don't hear none of that. We're going to make an order for your product today off your website. If you jump or gouge the price, clearly shows at the end of the day that, again, you're afraid. Everything comes down to you being afraid. How we shut Crow up is we buy his product. So, order's going to be placed today. And I will be sending those to the beta testers and everybody else. And we'll be doing that also against Network Grade 773. I told you. Do the demonstration correctly. You don't want what's going to be in the Pandora's box. And you already asked for it. So today we're going to place an order for the Cinemax. If Crow cancels the order, he's afraid. If Crow comes up with some kind of excuse he doesn't deal with, no, you're afraid. It's a Karen call. Sorry about that. It's a Karen call. If the item comes here and it's not what it's described to be, it shows you at the end of the day, you're afraid. If I can ship a product to your front door, nothing wrong with it whatsoever, you can do the same thing. The only problem is what you did to it doesn't look correct because, again, those screens don't come out that dark. See how light that screen is? All right, I got everything hooked up, fire stick running. Let's get the projector fired up. Don't return that money back to my account. I'm telling you, I'm already like $1,600 on you already. So you better push that order through. And unlike you, I'm going to show you how it's done by a professional. There is going to be no calling PayPal out with multiple complaints. None of that nonsense. We don't do that. No. None of that. We don't do any of that like that. The difference between me and you is when I order something from you, when you order something from me, you get exactly what you paid for. Everything came legit in the box. Nothing changed. No different labels or writings or none of that nonsense. Everything's done professional. You send us stuff. We got writing on the labels and all kinds of crows to pass, all nonsense. And items are coming here with black paint. Items are coming here not even matching the description on the website. Orders are being canceled out left and right. That's what we go through. You buy from us, we go through multiple PayPal false complaints that we have now upstairs on documented, showing you basically following complaint after complaint after complaint for no reason at all, or some other stuff you're trying to get a cancel order on us. That didn't even go well for you. Yeah, this is going to come out real dark. 4K snow screensavers. Before we get our
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, I forgot we had the sound system way up today. Let me see. We got no remotes down here to turn this thing down. Matter of fact, I need to straighten that up a little bit. We're cooking on that one. There we go. That's better. Now let's see if we get it to play right. Yeah, that's the screen that's going to come out real dark. And it's wet, by the way, while it's drying. That's going to come out real dark, like you claimed. TLC 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
I need to turn this thing down a little bit too. All right. So, this week, Cinemax versus 2.0. Place an order today. If the order is canceled out, if there's any excuses by saying, oh, we don't deal with it. No, we don't want to hear any of that nonsense. We don't want to hear it. You back your product up. We don't want to hear no excuses, no crying, no waiting on the receipts, none of that. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give you 5 days to have my product at my front door. You can put a signature confirm, don't care. Have it here. I'll be placing it today. If the product comes here looking like it's not what it's supposed to be, again, you know what's going to happen. It's going to be a mail fraud charge. We're already filed for what on you on Monday morning. Crow has 2 charges coming against them. One for the Cinemax. We got a black product in the mail. That's considered mail fraud. Second one was a Frankenstein showing proof that he wanted to manipulate his website to send out a product that wasn't so. Don't give me a third, because that's not going to look well for you. So, I would suggest you send the product out as it's supposed to be shipped out, as we send ours to you. I'm expecting to have this. I'm going to give you a 5-day grace period. Even though you say 2 to 3, we'll give you 5. I'm expecting to have my product here on my front porch. I don't want to hear any excuses at all whatsoever. Now already I have about 4 cancels on the Cinemax so far. What do you think was going to happen, man? Honestly, what do you think was going to happen? You see the product has a batch number on it. You see the product being tested. And yet you still went in and tried to do something that stupid at the end to think that this was going to help you in any way. This is what I mean by you live in this kind of Mickey Mouse fantasy world that you think whatever you do, at the end of the day, there's no consequences. And you think that people are going to believe that dumb nonsense. The only people that believe that stupid dumb nonsense is your followers. And your followers actually have a house paint sitting on their wall that they can get from Sherwin-Williams. You just watched the very person that you bought from try to delete and hide evidence and got caught doing it. And this is what you vouch for and you have on your website, a product that has no testing whatsoever, still hasn't matched any of the test challenges under the 2.0. So why are they threatened by it? It's a $38 product that's fully ambient light rejection. If you notice, Jamie, we're not sitting in the dark while we're doing this demonstration. You are. And I'm on a long throw. I'm 15 feet away from my screen. You see any lights popping up beside? No, you don't. So I'm ordering your product today. Don't cancel that order. I don't want to hear any excuses. None of them. When we get your product down here, we're going to test it against 4 different versions of Network Grade 773. There's a product called a Silver Mist. I haven't done that one yet. And when I get done with that, I'm going to buy the rest of your products and we're going to match those against Network Grade 773 and the rest of them, which you haven't done yet in any of your demonstrations. So let's see if your products, the rest of your products are house paint too. And let's see how many of those videos go missing. We're going to have to expand the blacklist. That's a good thing I got up early in the morning. This is why we get up early in the morning, because we never know what we're going to bump into. So I decided to go in and have a look at the videos. Man, that's the saddest review I have ever seen. Are you kidding me? I told you, he's going to be in a dark environment, try to make the product look bad. All right, not a problem. We'll have your product here soon. Do not cancel out. All right, while that's drying up, I see some other areas that are dry right now. Our product was supposed to come out dark. Now mind you, when we did the test on the Network Grade, on 2.0, we did a silver screen. Did you have a silver screen in your demonstration? No. A silver screen pulls up a much higher white level than a gray screen. We had silver and a white screen there. You didn't have that in there, did you? We also had silver certified screens you didn't have in the demonstration either. And most importantly, we were in a fully lit environment because the technology is ambient light rejection when your product is not ambient light rejection. Now, with the product being as dark as it is, it's the reason why we do a lot of white level tests to show that the product is not going to come up too dark, much like we do with our black screens. And speaking of black screens, I'm still waiting for my receipt, which I haven't got yet. So let's go and get our spell. Now, keep in mind that this is where you mess up at, Jamie. You opened up a product, poured into a container, and and you're sending it to 2 other people, which means that's an open container, which means it's not valid. Because an open container, knowing these people and the stuff that they do, they can mix something into it. When I get my alarm off, when I get your product, we're going to place an order for 3 more fresh containers and send those to the testers. That way, there's no one can accuse them of opening it up, having an open container, mixing anything inside. That's not going to happen. That's how we do things over here. We do them legit. So we can come back and say, hey, look, they didn't even get open containers. All their containers were closed. So shipping out that product like that, no, not valid. Sorry. It has to be sealed from us. And if that seal is broken, it's not valid. Is this a demonstration you just did? And here we are, more light than you are. I ain't even got the surfaces on it right now. We got more light than you. So if that screen came out that dark, it'd be virtually impossible for it to pull in this much light. Oh, well. Now, since you refuse to do any of the tests that we have under 2.0, when your product gets here, it will do the same test as the 2.0. Since you can't do the challenges, we'll do them for you. Remind you, we put out 2 challenges under this screen's test. Crow refused to do them. So we'll buy his product, bring it down here, run it through the test. You will be in this environment like this. There'll be no 4Ks down here, no ultra short throws. You'll be on a long throw projector doing the demonstration. You have to do an automatic distance throw in a fully lit environment. You're going to have to pull a contrast level. All that good stuff. White levels, the whole 9 yards. Also 2, color pattern test. You didn't do any of those either, we noticed. So let's put the order in when the video is done for your product. And again, don't come on here cursing and carrying on and acting up. It's going to look very unprofessional. At the end of the day, remember, I'm your customer. Let's see how your customer support works out too also, which is not going to work. I take time out of my day for this nonsense. This joker sitting up here in the dark with lights pushing out from the side of his screen and under his screen, and we're in the max out zone. Lights don't register down here. Neons don't register down here. So this is going to be another video you're going to delete off your account too also. When we get done with you, I guarantee you when we get done with you, you're going to delete that video off your account. And that'll be another one I'll have in the blacklist. Matter of fact, I'm going to dub all those videos just in case they go missing. Now mind you people, look at the environment that we're sitting in. As you can see, we're not in a dark environment. We don't have any special lights pushing out from the side of the screen to make the environment look like it's lit, like it's more well lit than it's supposed to be. We're sitting at a distance. We're on a 720p projector, Chrissy. No 4K, no laser, none of that stuff. Oh, I cannot wait to put my order through. Don't cancel. Now we're going to give him a grace period of 5 days to have that merchandise shipped out. I want a tracking number and I want it at my front door. I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't want to hear, oh, I don't deal with, I don't want to hear that nonsense. Take that Karen call someplace else. We ain't got time for that. I consider you to be a scammer at the end of the day because of the evidence we have on you. That's why we call you a scammer. I didn't say that in the video. Oh, we don't do with scammers. No, I shipped it to your front door with a signature, with no problem. I kept my word. So you're going to ship that product to me the same way. Do not commit fraud, Jamie. I'm going to warn you on this. Monday morning, we are following 2 charges on you for committing mail fraud. One for the Frankenstein, one for the Cinemax. Do not make this a third. It's not going to go well for you. These are very serious charges that are being filed against you on Monday. Also on Monday, the reports that we have from you from PayPal for filing multiple false complaints against our company, we also will be issuing to the legal department to basically try to get some kind of either restrictions or to get your account completely removed, suspended. But I think before we put that in, we better get your paint first. We don't want any excuses. Now that's 2 white sheets of paper. Let's get some silver out here. You didn't put silver in your demonstration, did you? Nah, you don't never do that. This is a silver screen we're going to put in next to the 2.0. It's not going to stay, so right over here. The screen is still a little wet. Falls off. Yeah, we're still a little wet. Come on, you Jamie. We're doing this on a wet screen. My screen's still wet. Still wet, fully lit environment. Still picks up with no problem whatsoever. So that mean, people, when I say by wasting my time, I did this already in the beta test. We did this not the beta test. We did this in the batch number. We did this in the test already. We've been here, done it already. Nothing new. Bam. And we did it in a max out zone. Let's see what we got going on here. 4K no screensavers.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, we forgot the network rate 723. Where the heck is that stuff at? I know we got it here somewhere. Network rate 723. Let me see. I think we have that upstairs. Don't go grab that one. The network rate 723. Now that's the same color your screen is. nearly forgot. We got this to do the test outside on why our black technology is better than a white surface. We're definitely going to be using this on the screen too also. Why not? All right, let's see. Oh, this continue to display while I'm looking for this, my network grade 773 sample. Let's go with the cottage. Now, as you said in your demonstration, right, our product came out dark. Well, that's a white snowstorm. That's a silver screen ambience there and 2 white sheets of paper. What can you expect? You never do anything right anyway, so, you know, it is what it is. But I guess, at the end of the day, you know, hey. And if you notice, Jamie, as I'm doing this demonstration, there's none of this, and none of this, and none of this in front of the camera, as you did in your other demonstration. Now, we also are going to have to press you on a few things now. The Frankenstein. You claim to have a black version of this. We paid for one, actually, in an active shopping cart. Where is that item at that we paid for? Do you have any videos of a black Frankenstein? Never seen it. You said you shipped this over a black Cinemax. Do you have one? I doubt you have one of those right there. So we need to dig into that also too. So when this video is over, I'm going to place an order for the Cinemax. The next week we'll place an order for the rest of your stuff. It's not going to go well for you, man. I got time. I can push it in. I got time. And I'm definitely going to order that Frankenstein again. That darker version, we definitely want that down here. That stuff claims to be ambient light rejection, but we'll test that. No, I'm sorry. Not ambient light rejection. I keep forgetting. You have a Frankenstein. You have a gunmetal screen paint. It's not ambient light rejection. How is that possible? Every gunmetal screen is ambient light rejection technology. Okay, let's test the theory. Does it have to be ambient light rejection? So we're going to stick it down here in this environment and also outside. You want your stuff tested? I'm going to test your screen paints now, the way we test ours down here. Since I noticed you have not been able to back up any of the challenges under the 2.0, clearly shows your products are not properly tested. So since you won't do your product test, we'll do it for you. All your products. We'll go through the same testing that a 2.0 has to go through. There you go. Yeah, well, I told you weren't going to like the outcome of it all. See, if you did the review, and if you came and say, hey, I like the product, so and so and so, but it's not to my liking, this, that, and the other, I don't care about that. But what you did was wrong. You went and you messed that product up. That's what you did. So, since that's how you want to do things, we'll show people how your products should be properly tested by buying all your products. If you cancel any one of these products, if we hear any excuses, it clearly shows that you can't back up your products. We will test them for you under 2.0 restrictions. I know he's probably right on biting his fingernails right now for that one. Now, mind you, my first order is going through today. Have my paint. There should be no excuses. I don't want to hear any excuses. You hear any excuses from me? I don't want to hear them. Have my product here.
When you see things differently, you can be the difference. There you go.
The question is, how well is your product tested? Under 2.0 standard, that's what we're going to test your products under. All of them. So I know you're used to being in that dark environment and having that hot. You don't get that over here. You don't get that option over here. You're going to be in this environment. So we'll start testing on the Cinemax. That's going to be a 3-hour long demonstration. Mind you, our tests are pretty lengthy. So we're going to test your product under everything. Everything this screen had to go through, you're going to go through. Anything new we bring up for your screen, this screen's going to have to go through. So let's see how well your products are tested. and if they're worth the price you claim they to be. Already we know they're not, but we're going to put them to the test. Let me see. While you guys are watching this, let me go pick something else. Now, as I told you before, we don't have anything to lose by this product because this product was designed so the customers can have a fair option when it comes to basically picking out a screen paint product. You guys have more to lose because this is what you make. And again, as I said before, you can't back your products up, and this becomes extremely difficult due to the fact that you can't match any of the test demonstrations under 2.0. 4K Snowflake Screensaver 3D. Looking for something upstairs, can't seem to find it. Alright, there's the white levels right there. Now, for us, say if I were to discontinue this product, I still make money off my black technology. Out of 100%, 98 of my income comes from black technology in my contract. So, we don't really need this at the end of the day. This is here at the end of the day. Bottom line is to give the customers a better choice. We don't really lose anything by this. As a matter of fact, I make more of income than with the blacker technology. But this is designed so that way at the end of the day, the customers have something better than a overpriced, expensive screen paint at 90 to 160 bucks, which have no test demonstrations, again, stuck in dark environments, and they have to use high-end projectors to try to make the screen look good. Not required in our demonstrations. think we're partly dry on one side. We should be. TLC 4K demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Let's go with this one too on this one, ladies. But this is a product that this individual claimed that came up so dark that impossible to watch. Keep in mind, that's a silver screen laying there. Pulls out much higher gain and 2 white sheets of paper. On top of that, we're in more light than you used in your demonstration on a 720p projector at around 15 feet back. So I'll be taking a clip of your video review and sticking it next to this and putting it onto the website, along with your slideshow of committing fraud on YouTube, on PayPal, trying to convince them that the product was not as described, when the product has a batch number of testing before it ships out. Yeah, this is why you lost your claim. Now, again, if the images came out looking like this, why didn't Crow submit those images to PayPal as a not as described? If that's what he claimed, that's what the images were came out look like, why didn't he submit those? He didn't submit those. He submitted a shipping policy as a damaged item. He didn't put any pictures of anything up at all, period. Because he knew at the end of the day that we had a batch number that we could go in and go, here you go, link, here's the batch number. It's the product would look like before we shipped it out. That's why. See, that's the kind of sneaky stuff that he does at the end of the day. And then while he's on camera, off camera, he goes over to PayPal and he follows all these multiple fake claims and this, that, and the other, trying to get something started. Maybe they'll cancel out to back up my theory that I'm right over here. That's what you did. We know you already. But what you did was you basically built up a case on your own self by following that many multiple complaints back to back to back, which now gives us leverage to go in and file another complaint against you for basically trying to commit fraud against my company and actually requesting for PayPal to either give you strikes, suspend you, or remove your PayPal account. It doesn't pay off. So if it did what you said it did, why didn't you submit those pictures? Because it didn't. That's why. That's why I'm sitting here in this fully lit environment doing this demonstration. Let's go over to, let's see where we want to go to next. Well, I like this one right here. This has some really beautiful colors in it. I want to start off with the girl walking on the beach. I like that one the best. And let's go over to this part right here. Now, you, of course you knew I was going to respond to this, right? You said I was busy working, that's it. When I get time, I'm busy today, I still can get what I have to get done today, but I still have time to come in and address this issue. Now, I didn't address this issue because you were sending me links over and over and over again. You're sending links to someone who has tested the product. I know how the product turned out. That's why I'm sitting here doing the exact same thing I just did in the batch demonstration and the test demonstration, the same thing. And you're sitting in the dark with a $3,000 projector, $33 projector, you could barely pull up your screen in a well-lit environment. Anytime that Jamie tests anything, you always will make sure that the environment gives him a bit of an advantage point or helps his screen out a little bit because he needs it. You can't be in a fully lit environment because the screen is going to wash out. I sat there and said that in the demonstration, and sure enough, that's what you did. Well, there you go. Live demonstration. Sorry, fully lit environment. Oh, and by the way, if you're talking about my projector's lumen count, light gray screens don't pull up on 4,000 lumen projectors. They don't generate. We've been through that before. I got a 5,000 upstairs and a dedicated theater room. They don't pick up. That's where your screen paint's going to be at. Your screen paint is going to be tested on every single environment we have in the house, including the 250 outside. Good luck. You're going to need it. Look at the contrast levels. You are definitely going to need it. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to record the order because I want to make sure everything's documented when we do it. Whew. Don't cancel, man. Don't be a girl. Don't cancel. Do your job. Push the order through. If you cancel, we don't want to hear the excuses about this. We don't want to hear it. Don't put the order through. That's all that matters. You're done. Let me get you ready. Now, when your product gets here, I'm going to put an order in for a fresh container of network grade 773. I want everything to be sealed. We're also going to order the silver mist. I think it's a 1619 silver mist. That's what we're going to order. Oh, this got a certified screen up there too. We're missing out on the certifieds. I'm going to put a Dark Star 9 up there. Oh, that's coming out. That's coming out real dark. You can barely see it. My goodness, I've seen some dumb people in my lifetime, but my goodness, Jamie, you got to know better than that. It's the reason why we have all these tests done on our products. That's why I can come down here so easy and do this.
Sleep better with a new mattress from Raymore Flanagan. Save hundreds on select mattresses or take advantage of financing. Get 0% interest for 60 months during the Labor Day sale. Only at Raymore Flanagan.
Here, have a Tristan.
Bring on the zest.
Let's back up a little bit. I want to get the certifieds on that one. I want to get a couple of certifieds on that one. Or we want to get the contrast in the two. Let's get the whole thing in with the certifieds. You must, yeah, how dumb can you be? Again, like I said, you live in this make-believe world, man, where things that your reality doesn't connect. I can do this test over and over and over and over again because this is what we do. We test our products. Now, let's see how well your product is tested because you're going to go through the same test that this screen is going to go through when your product gets here. Oh, let me show you the screen we got here. This is the one screen that can match us. There's daylight, $5,000 screen, gunmetal technology. Don't return my money. Don't do that. Do not return my money. Do not return my money. You keep it. Now, how is it possible? We're in a live demonstration. Everything's in real time. We're in a fully lit environment, much brighter than yours, farther distant back than your projector, of course, as you can see. I got 2 certified screens, white sheet of paper, and a certified screen landing into my screen, and no problem whatsoever. But for some reason, always in your apartment only, things don't seem to work. Let's do this. Let's get. Only James, yeah, it's like you are the your apartment is the Bermuda Triangle of screen paints. Nothing works in there. Oh, that's not a bad one right there. That's actually a pretty good one. The Bermuda Triangle of screen paint. Literally, that's what we're dumping your apartment. The Bermuda Triangle of screen paint. Nothing ever works in there. I don't like to give people nicknames, but man, that is too good to pass up. We've got to use that one. So, we are dubbing your apartment the Bermuda Triangle of screen paints. Nothing seems to work right in there. Now that's a white sheet, 2 certified screens, 2 sheets of white paper, and a silver screen next to our technology. Oh, and I forgot to add the fully lit environment. As you can see, plenty of light, nice and bright. Now, while you guys are watching that, I'm gonna get set up for my customers. Next time you do a review of my product, make sure you're in a fully lit environment. Make sure you have certifieds, white screens, and silver screens when you do your demonstration. And again, get off the crutch projector. Now, when this is done, I'm going to buy your product. I'm going to put it through the same testing the screen's going through right now. Everything you see the screen go through, you're going to go through. All your products are going to go through. Every last one of them. Your products have not been properly tested. We give you the opportunity to test your product, so we will do it for you. If you cancel any orders, if you make any excuses, if anything comes here where it doesn't look like exactly what it looks like, I already got, which I guess I'm already building a case on you for mail fraud, don't add to it, trust me. So make sure everything that come here is going to be legit. You understand? Your product is going to get tested under 2.0 standard, and if you don't pass it, then we know exactly what we know what you got, but yeah. On top of that, Network Grade 773 will be present at all time, and Silver Mist, the new 1619 by Network Grade, will also be included. Good luck. You're going to need it. If you did a fair review, you wouldn't have to go through it. Now, I'm guessing he's going to cancel out. He's definitely going to cancel out. He can't go through the test. Let alone deal with the environment. Bermuda Triangle apartment. Yeah, he's screen paint. The Bermuda Triangle is screen paints. Nothing works in that environment at all. Nothing. You know why I can come on here and do this easily with no problem? My stuff is tested. That's why. If I go to any facility, they want to test my product. Oh, you know, no problem. Let's do this because my stuff is tested. I can do anything against the screen, and it'll do it exactly what it's designed to do. Why is your environment always so dark? Every time you got that white light pushing up from the side and at the bottom. Oh, please stop that nonsense. That is so sad. Now, as I told you before, if you're going to call yourself making my product, let me explain something to you. order to have my product, Jamie, this is how it works. You have to pass all test demonstrations under 2.0 to have a 2.0. Other than that, you don't have my product. You understand how that works? In order for me to have your product, I would have to pass all... you don't have any tests. Okay, well, we'll move on. You don't have any tests. What am I going to test it under? You literally don't have any tests. I'm not joking. You don't have any. So it's kind of easy to get around that one because you don't have any tests. So I don't know. But let's see if you can withstand the 2.0's test. I gave you the challenges. He wouldn't do the challenges. We gave it to him. He just wouldn't do them. So we'll buy his product and we'll do the test ourselves. And you'll be added in. We're going to bring in network gray, and I want to bring in that silver mist. I'm going to see how this screen works with the silver mist too. We need another one too. I'm tired of doing network gray. We need 2 more of that one. Let me see what else we got here. Let's go with 4K snow screensavers. We got to do the white bed sheet. That's going to be fun. Let's do the cottage. So, let me see. My screen's supposed to come up that dark, really? Have we been through this before already? With the 38? As a matter of fact, you've been doing it since the 7s, the 8s, the 12s, the 20. We had any 23s before? Or 21s or 22s, somewhere in there. Anyway, you've been doing this with all our screen paints. Trying to make them look like there's something that they're not. Well, let's see if your product can pass the test under 2.0. As for your darker gray products that you claim to be gunmetal, they'll be going against our gunmetal technology. And then when I get done, I'm going to level all your products with a 44. That black technology that sits upstairs on my deck that looks like a TV, yeah, that's going to wipe all your products in one hit. That's the finisher. You won't pass that thing. Your gunmetals won't even go near that thing. Now let's see how many orders he cancels out, how many excuses he makes, because there's going to be a lot of them. There is going to be a lot of excuses. We don't deal with, we don't want to hear that. Don't start with the Karens. Don't do that. We're looking for that black that you were showing how dark the screen. I'm looking for that. I can't find it. Am I doing something wrong here? I'm not seeing it. Oh, he did the TLC demonstration, right? Let's try that one. TLC 4K demonstration. See if we can get those to work.
Getting that from you.
Maybe one of those will pull off. Let's see. Let's do, I want that bright one. This thing is on this one right here. I think it's on the last one. Let's see, is that the last one with the animals? I think it's the last one with the animals, right? Let's see what we got here. Here we go. Let's see if this does it. This is the video he just did, right? This is how our screen was supposed to come out, really dark, unwatchable. Let's see. Now, I know for a fact that your Cinemax is not white. There's white screens up there. And gunmetal, and silver, and a white bed sheet. But let's see. All right, you guys watch that. Let me get where's my stuff here. Ready? Where's my freaking spouse? Oh, we'll be running this back again outside too. Why not? You might as well. Matter of fact, I'm going to do the white bed sheet outside. And then the beta test is going to be on top of this too? Oh man, that's not going to be good for you. I'm ordering your product today. Better pass that test. today? I'm still gonna pray. Man, you've got to see this. See, this is the reason why I don't like this neighborhood. Look at the size of that freaking mother jumper right there. I just walked into that a few minutes ago. This is why when I come through my door, I do this. This is why. The guy thought I was over there praying when I came to the door. No, because I walked through a freaking car one time, and it literally felt like I had a piece of fishing string go across my face. That's how heavy the freaking line was. I'm going back because I don't like to walk out and have this and think you think I'm skipping something because I'm not. We'll go back. There you go. Good gracious. I need something to kill that because that got to go. I can't be out there with that thing. That's too big. Oh, this will definitely work. 16K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
$16K video demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, next time you test my product, you do it in a fully lit environment. Stop doing these cave environments and these, oh my goodness, the stuff that you do at the end of the day is just sad. I will be purchasing your product today. I will be actually recording all transactions from buying from your shopping cart. Do not come on your website ranting and carrying on. Be a professional. Keep your personal feelings at home. Now, what frustrates me is I have to take time out of my day to waste time on this after doing all the tests and all the work to make sure the product basically works properly. And we got idiots like that come in and do dumb stuff at the end of the day. Tell me, oh, this is how, you don't even know what you're talking about. Crow, you have done so much dirt that your credibility doesn't have any credibility. And the individuals who follow you clearly, as we can see, are just nothing more than sheep because they watched you lie on camera, match a product, and then remove the videos, and still they have your product, which means either they're too embarrassed to admit that they got robbed at the end of the day, or they're just sheep at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I really don't care because they don't support my company. And since they don't support my company, their opinions don't mean jack to me at the end of the day. But I can come on here, take time out of my busy schedule, show you a demonstration that's way beyond the demonstration you did by showing a white sheet of paper, a white bed sheet, 2 certified screens, a silver screen, and 2 white sheets of paper in an environment that's far brighter than yours. And just to show that your product doesn't work, I'm going to purchase your Cinemax today, bring it down here, and do testing. It'll go through the same test as a 2.0. You're going to need the good luck, buddy. The screen doesn't even match a white sheet, but it comes up dark, right? That's what you said, right? All right, then. Now, if you cancel the order, if we get any excuses that's saying, well, I don't deal with scam, we don't want to hear that nonsense. It's a Karen call. Send your product down. If your product comes down not looking like the same way it does when we do the recording verification on a shopping cart, I will be filing a 3rd charge against you for mail fraud. 1 is bad enough. 2 is absolutely horrible. 3 of them, extremely bad. I told you I have a friend who works for the post office. I explained to them the situation. They said bring out all necessary forms so they can complete start the process of investigating you. You give me a 3rd one, it's not going to look good, and that'll be a recent one. We got one for 2021, one for 2022, and then we'll have a second one if you mess up. I'm sorry, third one if you mess up. And if you get convicted, you can get a jail term of 5 years. It's very serious. So, again, you already have 2 strikes against you coming up already. Do not make it a third. Take this extremely serious. I'll be putting the order in right after the video is done. Now we gave you the challenge. The challenge we gave to Crow was to do the test demonstrations next to his products. He refused to do it, so we'll do it for you. Hey, Spider. Looks like I had his own fix on the back. What do you want? What you want? What you want? This one? No, I want the one with the skin tones on it. Oh yeah, we got it there. TLC 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
No. J and K 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube.
Here's to those with homework this summer. Group projects.
Now, Jamie, you know how I work hard, right? You got my attention. When I get done promoting this product and testing out all your stuff, you want me to give it away for free when I get done with you. You got my word on that, trust me. I'm going to order your product, and you're going to go through all testing under 2.0. Do not fail. And we know you will. You won't be in the dark because I can just see by when you do your demonstrations, you're always in that dark, always in that dark. And that tells me when you do that your screen has a very difficult time picking up in fully lit environments. This area down here is brighter than what we use upstairs. And you're going to go against a white surface, and you're going to go against this product, and you're going to have to be able to beat this screen. If you didn't complete the challenges that we gave you, which are the basic test demonstrations, how are you going to pass the 2.0? Now, we gave you the option. I always give everybody the option, people. I do. So his product is going to do all testing under 2.0. Now, at the end of the day, I don't care who you separate my paint and ship it to. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, this is a product that they have that's not sealed container, which means It's a broken seal. It's a tamper with product. So no, you can do anything with it and send it over to them. That's not valid. Now, if I'm going to buy your product and I'm going to ship it to each individual will have a brand new container already sealed from you. That's how we do it. So no, that's not going to work. That's just you trying to add more slander to the product because you're afraid of it. And you're terrified of it. Because again, it's a $38 product. It's ambient rejection. And even in the demonstration I'm doing here, I've surpassed the demonstration in your review with one demonstration by itself. But to just go even farther on that, the tester will have his, and then we'll have your product down here to do the test against 2.0, and then we'll send another one over to the tester already sealed in box. Do not cancel that order either. And then when we're finished with that, then we'll go in and buy all your screen paints and we'll test them all under our product testing. The gunmetals that you claim are gunmetals will go against our gunmetal technology, and then in the end we'll take all your products and put it against the ultimate, the 44 Professional. When I get done with your product, you won't be to give it away. So this is just a glimpse of what you're going to go through when your product lands here. Next time, don't do fake demonstrations. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm going to do a demonstration where I'm going to paint into my screen with Network Grade 773. We're going to do the same thing to your product. Since you cannot do challenges as we give them to you, we will do them for you. So I'm curious about the hybrid mix, the personal mix. How close do they come to the silver mix? And how close do they come to Network Gray? You haven't done those tests yet, so we'll do those for you. Let's do, get another one here. I'm going to go with this fellow.
The $6 giveaway deal at Burger King is a triple win. Your choice of a bacon double cheeseburger or a rodeo double cheeseburger.
Oh, I better get my ports and everything ready. We're eating outside. I think I got one. As for your rest of your review, I don't need to see it. I'll tell you why. What I just saw by you showing our screen being that dark, are you kidding me? You lost your marbles at the end of the day? Yeah. Your product didn't come out looking like that when we shipped it to you, so we know you messed with it. And there's right there doing a demonstration all over again. As I said before, if I'm going to do a demonstration, I'm going to do something that you're not doing in your demonstrations. Let's go with Skyworth, food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now this shows you at the end of the day, when people are willing to go down the road that he just went down, again, the false complaints on PayPal, the way he's been carrying on and acting up, this is a person that's terrified of the 2.0. But I'm going to show you how much he is. Let's see if he cancels out that order today. Because that's what we're ordering for, to put him against the test against 2.0. Let's see if he cancels out. Skyworth, food demonstration. I'm setting up for the customers right outside as we're speaking, because I do both at the same time. So if we can recap to show you what we got on the screen right now, we have 2 white sheets of paper here and here. We have 2 certified screens. We have a silver screen, and we have a white bed sheet. And of course, if you look at the environment, no dark environments, as you can see, nice and bright as it should be. There's a distance of where my projector is sitting, 720p, nothing expensive, none of that nonsense at the end of the day. Now our screen is supposed to come up black so you can't see it. That's how our screen is supposed to pull up. That's what he claims. Man, you do the same thing in every single test on our product. Except for this is the first one you bought. But just because you bought it don't mean you didn't tamper with it. Yeah, you did tamper with it, Crow. Because it doesn't look the same. It doesn't look the same as my batch number. And this is even more evidence that I'm going to be using against you in court. Good gracious, man. Now, what do you think is going to happen when we place the order? Let me tell you what's going to happen. That order either is going to get canceled. He can't commit fraud. If he commits fraud, he automatically knows from the door he did it twice already. And we got the evidence to back it up that he committed the fraud. So he knows he's going to have to face whatever that's going to be coming up. He's going to have to deal with that. Cancel the order? That's most likely what he's going to do, is cancel and come up with an excuse why he canceled. But again, we don't want to hear the Karen calls. We don't want to hear, oh, I don't deal with scammers. We don't want to hear that nonsense, Jamie. Process the order, push it through. Because the stuff we do with you on a daily basis, and we still push your order through it, no problem whatsoever, no excuses at all. So we know if you make an excuse, if you cancel the order, if something comes up, whatever, we know at the end of the day, you're just on camera running your mouth, as you always do. You back it up, or you shut it up. That's what it comes down to. I hate to tell people to shut up, but that's what you're going to have to do. Back it up or shut it up. Now, your product's coming down here, and we're going to test your product against the same test that 2.0 will go through. If you cancel that order, I don't care at the end of the day, you're going to boost my sales. You're going to make me a lot of money. Because it just shows that you can't back your product up. What are you afraid of? You tested it already, right? You have the product down there right now, right? And if you claim it did exactly what it did, then you should have no problem with pushing the order through, correct? All right, no excuses. I'm even willing to give you a 5-day grace period to get it together. But when that 5 days is up, make sure I have a tracking number and make sure it shows up at my front door. I don't want to hear any other excuses. Let's get this one right here. I'm setting up for the customers right now for you guys. Hoo-ah. 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 People getting ready, trying to do two things at the same time. I got orders, got to go out today. I got the screens we got to spray down for the customers. So I'm getting that done now. Well, not now, but I'm getting prepped up for ready while we're doing this craziness. Early in the morning. Now, keep in mind, Crow, your customers, I know you're feeling kind of sad about now. You thought for a minute that the product didn't work. We have batch numbers. You know what a batch number is. You know how they work, right? The testing, you know how that works, right? So, I tried to make a better product for you. Even though at the end of the day you don't support my company, I tried to make something better for you. So, here's the deal for now on. You don't purchase from me. You can keep your customers, Crow. We don't want them. They can continue to stay with the house paint and get scammed on a product that doesn't work. And our customers will continue to have an amazing product. I tried to help your customers out, but at the end of the day, now we don't want their business. So don't purchase from us. Now, when this product gets here, we will show you the person that you supported, how they're going to cancel out, make 100 excuses about why they can't do the same test demonstrations as the 2.0. And if they do or manage to get the product down here, which we hope they do, you're going to watch this screen fail miserably. And then you're going to think, I'm even willing to send you a little test to put up against your wall so that way you can see exactly how badly you were scammed. Oh, no, I'm not sending you this. I'm going to send you a little network grade 773. Well, I tried to help you out, but like I said, good luck with your house paint. Now, this video is about done here. We're going to let this play through again. Oh, no. Wait, we were missing one. LG snowboarding. Can't forget that one, can we? That's a good one. Now, when I'm done here, because I tried to make something better for you guys instead of you dealing with that house paint. But you can have your $90 house paint. Meanwhile, my customers will get the share pack. 3 of these for $90. You'll get the 1 for $90. And your product is a house paint at the end of the day, because again, we have the evidence right on the blacklist of the videos missing, and again, you can't find them. So, the only thing that Crow could do to try to get around this, because this is pretty bad for him because it's a $38 product, is try to make the product look bad. The thing about it, Crow, is your product came out of a 5-gallon container along with everybody else, and everybody else would have the same reaction you would, but they don't have the same reaction. Only you have that reaction. Yeah, and to just prove it even farther, we're going to buy your product, bring it down here, and put you through the same test demonstrations. Now, as you claimed, our product comes out darker, you should be able to pick up a much better level than us, right? All right, let's see what happens when it gets down here. Let's play this, and I want to do a color pattern real fast, too. House paint. Can't even pass the test. But okay. Okay. I just counted it like twice already. Let's see, red screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Told you, the only screen that can match that screen is a $5,000 daylight screen matches our screen. All the rest of them don't match. Now, if our screen produced such a dark color as he claims it did, it just would be virtually impossible. But this is what, now Jamie, I want you to see this. What you're watching right now, this is what your product's going to go through when we get it down here. You're going to do the same thing, but the testing is going to be a little bit more vigorous. This is nothing. This is a light demonstration. This is nothing what your product's going to go through. It's going to be much rougher. Blue screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
You better not wash out down here. Purple screen.
Getting that from YouTube.
Oh, I cannot wait. I'm so excited over this. You versus a 2.0 test? Oh man, this is going to be epic. Oh, I'm sorry. We do those tests outside too. You know the tests had to be done outside also. So you will be going outside also. Oh, this is not going to be good for you. I told you, man. All you had to do was just do a fair demonstration. That's all you had to do. And now I got to do this to you. And this is going to be bad for you. This is going to be really bad. Okay, you open up the Pandora's box. You're going to get it in. Starfield screensaver.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, you see what's so amazing about this technology? It's dark. It has the ability to maintain its contrast levels, not actually black, but like I said, dark shades. And it can pull white levels, amazing white levels, beautiful colors. This is what you're going to be going through down here. Your screen has a very hard time picking up contrast levels. Now, mind you, we're putting the order in for the Cinemax. We know what they look like. You know, we don't want to see any black paint. Don't do anything else. I told you already. When the complaint goes through with the United States Postal Service, we have your address. If it's not your address, Jamie, you better make sure it is your address. You don't want to get a warrant for you, okay? So don't mess up on this, okay? We already have your address. We know where you're at. But again, like I said, I've sent them over all the information. Your address, everything's been sent over. They want proof that this fraud was committed. We have it. We got 2 documents from PayPal, videos from over here. Confirm what we ordered from you, what we ordered and purchased, to our receipts, showing that you shipped us over a product that wasn't so. Even the file complaint we did through PayPal with the transaction, they hold a lot of weight to in court, by the way. Also showing that you did commit fraud, that you did lose a claim. I'll take care of that Monday morning. I'm not going to file the PayPal yet because I want to make sure I get my item over here first. So like I said, don't send us anything over here fake. We don't want that nonsense. You will send us over here exactly what we ordered. 8K desired nature.
Getting that from YouTube.
All right, this is straining good. This is good to go. I had to strain it because sometimes, man, I don't know how they be leaving like little bits of whatever. Let me see what we got going on here. I'm gonna real quick. What do we got?
Ram 1500, exceeding expectations. Again. No wonder more people are switching to Ram than ever before.
What did 8K desire? And you're definitely going to have to maintain a contrast level in this technology. And you're going to have to do it in a fully lit environment. So everything we're showing you right now, you're going to have to pass. Done. Let's finish and make this on the whatchamacallit real quick with the nozzle. So I want you to understand this. Everything you're seeing, this is what you're going to do. You're going to pull a contrast level in a fully lit environment. This is what you're going to be going through. When it's done here, we're getting my orders ready for the spray on. So I get ready for that demonstration right now. While I'm doing this at the same time, I'm going to go and place my order right now for your product. We're going to record all transactions, everything's being done. When your product gets down here, this is the testing it's going to go through. This is the environment it's going to be stuck in. You're also going to do this inside and outside because we did both demonstrations for inside and outside. Good luck, buddy. You're going to need it. Trust me. All right, I'm out of here. I'm going to come back in. We're going to place the order for the Cinemax. Cinemax versus 2.0 test demonstrations. Let's see if it can pass. Gotta go. God bless.